Hatsan turns up the wick on its new lever action Vectis. Coming up. AEAC is made possible by Air Venturi, Craftsman Corporation, Diana Airguns, FX Airguns, Daystate, Air Arms, Sportsmatch Rings UK, H&N Sport, Aztec Optics, and Predator Pellets. And you guys know the best way to thank them. All right, guys. The Hatsan Vectis comes to us from Turkey, and it is a sibling to the Hatsan Flash. It's available in either 177, 22, or 25. It measures a nice short 41.5 inches long. By itself, it weighs just 6.8 pounds. As you see it here, to include a scope and mounts, it weighs 8.5. It's available in this black synthetic only. Ships with two 12-shot magazines, a single shot tray, and a pair of removable and collapsible sights. And you can pick one up for just $360. Now, the Vectis's lever action power plant is not regulated. So when you fill its 165cc reservoir to its 200 bar max, you're gonna get about 20 good usable shots out to distances like 25 yards, and 10 to 15 if you want to push things out to 50 or 100. Now, power comes in at a fire-spitting 41 foot-pounds of energy, which it accomplishes by pushing a 30 grain pellet to an average of 782, with that round retaining a walloping 38 foot-pounds of energy, 25 yards downrange. Now, the rifle also takes advantage of a full poly coating, a Turkish-made barrel and moderator, loads of weaver, an 11mm weaver hybrid scope mount, an underbelly manometer, a rubber butt pad, and Hatsan's famous dual-stage, match-grade, fully adjustable quattro trigger with manual safety. So, how's it different from the Flash? It's different. It's an under-lever action. They've put a more aggressive tune on it, they've coated it end-to-end in a tough rugged poly, and they've included a set of adjustable and removable open sights. Put it all together and it's pretty clear that Hatsan was targeting a hard-hitting and fast-cycling short-range fighter, and one that would be equally at home in a life of mild neglect. The Vectis is perfectly tossable too. It's narrow, well-balanced, and is lightning quick. If you're new to my channel, pellet velocity is measured with Doppler radar, and I track it from the muzzle all the way on down to the target in set increments. This allows my followers to calculate ballistic coefficient, as well as leaving and arriving energy levels. The little box you see to the left of it is wind speed in miles per hour taken at the target. Cycling the Vectis is light, smooth, and enjoyably clicky. And the lever itself is comfortable on the back side of the fingers. And that spring-loaded ball bearing at the bottom of the handle is especially fulfilling to click into place. Hatsan's new air-deflecting muzzle brake is a double-edged sword, but is an overall virtue to the gun. It redirects a lot of the air blast to the left and the right, instead of out the front, effectively keeping the rifle settled through the shot cycle, which helps improve accuracy, a good thing for any PCP generating this much power. The caveat is that it's not as quiet. So far as I can tell, the Vectis cannot be decocked. Hatsan's quattro trigger is always good. It's dual stage and it's very adjustable. Now this one here arrived with a nice, clean and light first stage pull, a good well-defined second stage stop, but I had to tune out a little bit of creep and some excess brake weight before I could exploit all of the great accuracy that this platform was capable of. And there's something about the combination of this one's light first stage that has a really good weight to it. Its second stage brake doesn't have any slop or crap in there. And I could get it to a weight where I really wanted it. Now, out of the box, this thing was braking at 2 pounds, 14 ounces, 13, 14, so about 3 pounds if I remember. All right, now it's fully adjustable like all triggers are on these Quattros, and these two screws in front of the trigger, they pretty much came all the way locked down. I took them that last little maybe tenth of a turn clockwise to make them lock down, because I felt like that's where I'd get the best out of the trigger. And then this little bad boy here on the back side of the blade, £1 pound, 9 ounces. For the backstory on discovery, approach, and pellet culling leading up to the making of each and every one of these videos, you can visit AEAC on Facebook and Instagram. Keyword search, Hooked on Air. On Instagram, you'll find loads of pics with my day-to-day tech notes. And on Facebook, I'll always circle back with a giant post-video photo pack and final thoughts. And to the 14,356 of you who follow me there, thank you. I notice, and so do our industry partners. Despite having a factory installed and baffled moderator, our Vectis here is by no stretch of the imagination a quiet airgun. Now there's probably a couple of good reasons for this. One, this rifle's extreme high output, and two, its side ventilated muzzle brake, which actually serves the rifle quite well in settling down its muzzle flip. All right, now the Vectis uses a relatively small air reservoir, and even smaller yet is the power band that the gun is tuned to take advantage of within that reservoir. What that means to you is that if you're on the hand pump, this is going to be a very good match to you. Now if I own it, I'm filling it up to 200 bar, shooting through one 12-round mag, and then refilling. That's all there is to it. That's all for today, folks. And special thanks to Hatsan USA for getting the Vectis into my hands to review for you. You guys know the best way to thank them for that one. Now from here, you'll want to head on over to the Airgun Nation forum so that you can participate in the discussion thread on the Vectis. I'll leave you a link on how to get there in the description down below. So with that, I'm Steve Shalley. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great week, everyone.